Sup Squares, welcome to episode 17 of my Wonder Wheel series, where I spin the wheel and let the wheel decide what game I will play that's available on the NSO. Today we have Super Fantasy Zone for the Mega Drive, or Sega Genesis if you will, or Master System. It was originally released on the Mega Drive in '92, so as far as my initial reaction with the game, it's funny enough, this is a game I actually had to come back to, because when I initially played the game about a couple months ago, I only played it for like 5 minutes and I really didn't like it. I decided to give it a second shot, and that was probably about a week ago. I turned around on it. I thought it was really good because I went online and I looked at reviews of the game because I really didn't like it to start with. And then I saw people saying it was actually a pretty good game, so I figured I'd give it a second try. And I did, and now I think it's a pretty great game. With a couple of gripes, but we'll get to that near the end of the video later on. So I've never played this game before until it came up on the wheel. So as far as the gameplay is concerned, you got a level. It's a side-scroll shooter. You can go left or right, unlike most on-rail shooters or 2D platformers where you can only go one direction. So as far as controls, you have your main gun, and then you have your secondary weapon you can use. So I guess this will kind of bleed into the different weapons you can use. So basically, after every level, you'll get a chance to go to the shop and buy weapons. Those extra weapons are they're kind of finite. You can only use them for, like, a bar will come up on the screen, and you only have so much ammo for that new weapon. When your the weapon you have the entire game is unlimited. You gain money and points throughout the game beating enemies and the bosses and stuff, so you can buy those things from the shop. I didn't find it too difficult to get money. It was pretty easy. But those weapons don't last very long, so you gotta use them wisely. So get back to the gameplay. So basically you go to each level, and each level is basically, at the bottom of the screen you'll see a line of basically the main enemy in the level you're playing, and you have to defeat all that main enemy in the level. And then a boss will appear at the end. Defeat the boss, and then go to the next level. And it's essentially the same thing in every level. Just different type of enemies appear, and all the bosses are different. You gotta learn their patterns and learn to beat them. As far as levels themselves, yeah, I think they were too samey. The game does get very difficult going forward. I actually didn't beat the game because I thought it got too difficult for me. I was like, the last two levels, and it got way too bullet crazy for me. I couldn't handle it. Although the bosses were pretty creative, I did like them. Some of them were a little more difficult than others, but I feel like the bosses probably got more difficult as the game went on, which is normal for most games. Yeah, bleeding into the difficulty. Yeah, I thought the game starting out was pretty easy, but then as soon as you get later into the game, it gets really difficult. Like, it gets really difficult to dodge all the bullets coming at you and trying to take care of the enemies at the same time. It got extremely difficult. So I think that's unfortunately probably a big strike against it, just because I would like to beat this game, but I didn't want to spend the time rewinding over and over and over and over and over again just to get the same result. It didn't feel worth it to me to finish the game. I got what I got out of it, and I thought I still think it's still a great game. It's just a tad too difficult. So as far as my gripes for the game, that was basically my only gripe with it. Actually two gripes. Every level I think is too samey, and then obviously it's too difficult near the end for me. If I were to give this game a verdict out of 10, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. And then ranking it, I'll give it a B. We'll put it in B tier. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and stay square.
Groovy!